Alright, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, Connor Unchained. So we're gonna cover a few things today. I want to go over market sentiment, talk a little bit about the market in general, because just in the last 24 hours, taking a day to just not focus on crypto, I swear it's like 2 to 3 weeks in real time. Like, crypto just moves so fast, and if you're not up to date every day, you can miss a ton of different things going on. So we'll talk about the market sentiment, and then I want to jump into a bunch of good AI projects that I personally believe in. Some of my favorite coins at the current moment in time. But again, I want to talk about this market sentiment because still we're in a very odd, very weird space. Currently just with Bitcoin sitting at almost new highs. We're still around 69, 70K, kind of chilling right around there. Bitcoin looks like it wants to break into new highs. It's in a nice wedge pattern. But at the same time, I feel like there are a ton of altcoins, mainly utility coins across every narrative that are they are down so bad, like almost completely bottomed out. Any gains that were made on a lot of coins just in the last, 3 to 5 months, some of them have been wiped out completely, And I personally just think it's crazy that just the sentiment is just so bad. A lot of people are just rotating right into meme coins, which I think meme coins right now have still just been some of the main things that legitimately have been holding up many people's portfolios. They are constantly just running left and right. But again, like AI specifically, just a lot of coins have just been dead for a while. And I find it weird because usually though, when we see sentiment at a literal low, almost an all-time low, where people don't even believe in, the coins they hold anymore, usually some sort of reversal is imminent to happen. So, like I said, I'm not going to cover any memes today, but a lot of AI. So we're going to cover a bunch here. I want to start with, even before I jump into it, guys, do not treat these videos right now as buy signals. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research looking at these coins, and I'm going to be telling you good and bad about the coins as far as like the charts, if they're at an entry, if they're not. If you buy today, you might be down in a day, 2 weeks. Like, I will be telling you these with every single coin. Like, do not just blindly ape into things, because that is how many will get burned in this market. And again, the sentiment is at an all-time low. So do not expect any of these coins to just, do a 300% move in the next, week, because I guarantee that they won't. It is just a great time for accumulation before we do have another explosive move for Bitcoin and just for altcoins again. Because at some point things will run, but it's just a matter of when. I firmly believe we're going a lot higher at some point. So we're going to cover, again, some of my favorites. So I'm going to cover this one first because I just made a video on this, less than a week ago. So FLT, the Fluence token, and this did exactly what I stated in the video that it would do, right? It has just been on a downtrend for a while, for a long time. Looks like it had a bottomed out zone, had a pump up all the way to about 80 cents, something like that. And in the video I said this will probably come right back down to support at some point. And what did it do? Came right back down. And this is what I try to tell everyone in these videos. Like I said in the video, you guys could just wait until it comes back down for an entry. But I know for a fact there were some people that probably bought into this. They never sold, and now they're down, and they might be mad. Oh, I'm down money. But again, this is why I preach, just pay attention to what I'm saying with certain coins. Because I don't want anyone to just get burned in this market. I try to give, as honest advice as I can, especially with coins that I'm bullish on, right? But again, we're sitting at around 30 million in market cap. So again, with FLT, you can check out the video. I'll link it above. But very bullish on this. Tokenomics look very good, for the next 9, 10, 11 months from here, there's not going to be really any unlocks happening like crazy. So it's very low supply, but that's not going to change. So I think that'll assist with, driving price pretty high long term. With their cloudless computing, very interesting concept. And again, if you guys are very curious at looking into this coin, I'm going to link the video again above. Like I said, it's definitely bottomed out. And when I look for bottomed out charts, this is exactly what I look for, for long-term entries. We have, again, usually when it has a hype launch, what does it do? It'll dump, and dump for usually a month, couple months. Eventually it finds a bottom like this, where it looks like there's not going to be too much left. And eventually it reverses the trend, right? But what does it do every time when the trend reverses? It will come back down. Sometimes not all the way. Sometimes it does come back down. But usually when it comes back down, that is a golden entry. At least that's how I play it. That's how I look for entries. So right around 50 cents, this does look like a great long-term entry. But again, guys, keep in mind that the market sentiment around utility coins is still very, very dead. Just on that pure idea, we could still see a lot of coins just continue to trend down and continue to trend lower. Because, for example, like this setup here, if AI coins just started to take off tomorrow, this would be the best entry, and this would probably rip to $1 within a week, 2 weeks. But again, because the sentiment is still so low, we're not seeing any movement with Bitcoin and ETH right now. Market's very dead. Still no major euphoria for retail coming in. This is probably just going to trend sideways, sit. It still might, catch a good bid over the next few weeks to a month or two here. Start to trend up, but again, the sentiment means everything in this market. So just keep that in mind. But again, definitely a great entry long term. Not financial advice. Just do your research looking on it. And again, if you like this coin, by all means, I think it looks great here. So that's FLT. That's Fluence Network. Very interesting coin. I do like this one a lot. So one that I cover on the channel all the time is Ank AI. If you guys haven't seen my channel before, you wouldn't know that I cover this all the time, but this is still my favorite AI coin, AI project of literally all time. I'm just huge on LLMs, just like ChatGPT. I think it's kind of the foundation to like almost everything AI, right now, right? But the fact that Ank AI is a working, decentralized LLM, I think it's an absolute powerhouse of a project. I think it's one of the most mispriced AI assets in crypto today. But again, the market sentiment has been so down for months, right? Outside of meme coins. So I don't blame the market for what it is. The market does what it does, We just have to adjust to certain things. But something I don't even cover usually is that they do have a lot of other stuff going on with their project. I just love their LLM. Like, I use this over ChatGPT all the time. But they do have a lot of, more tools coming out as well. Some working one right now that they do have. Celebrity voices. They have a lot of voice stuff going on in which you can use celebrity voices or certain voices for, whatever you need, whether it's a project, whether it's, I don't know, a lot of different use cases. Maybe even like songs. I don't know. I've never actually used it, but I just realized I kind of want to check that out. But they do have that working as well, which is pretty cool. But that's what I'm really bullish on with this project. Mainly it's kind of where an LLM can go from here. You have a working one right now, but I'm most excited for plugins long term, which I know they are coming, and they do have a couple right now. But I think just really good products that integrate Ank AI's LLM into their tooling that's what I'm most bullish on. You can just look at what happened back in November, December of 2022. I think 2022 when ChatGPT first came out. everyone was just using the LLM, right? But as soon as plugins and stuff came out, where anyone and everyone could start using the tools, right? And integrating the LLM into all their AI plugins and tools for whatever use cases. That's when we saw like ChatGPT just go from 0 to 100, even though it was already, a huge platform, right? Same idea that I'm insanely bullish on with Ank AI, but they're also doing a lot with nodes and stuff that are coming soon to help decentralize, the network. It's pretty cool. A lot of good stuff that is going on. I'm just so long-term bullish on that. I think it's so mispriced. And again, I sound like a broken record on the channel for everybody. If again, if you've seen my channel a lot. But so that was Ank AI. Another one that I really do like a lot here. I've talked about it. I don't know if I talked about it on the channel maybe one other time before. It's Ank AI. This one initially, if this chart can load, but we called this initially when it launched. But this has been a very, very bullish project in my personal opinion. And so what they do is they focus on a lot of different AI tools specifically for, not even just content creation, but a lot of different use cases that I feel like, people in the crypto realm don't really think about. I'm going to pull up the website here too. But like I said, Ank AI is definitely really interesting. One of the main things that I really like about it though is that they actually are working on a real business model and focusing a lot of their energy into Web 2. They have a lot of these AI tools, for just the average everyday person and individual, not even just in crypto, right? And so I'm sorry about I guess I don't know if this is going to load today. The Wi-Fi here has been atrocious, I can't lie. But either way, I will have to pull this up at some point, but Ank AI, this is the website. It's like literally linkai.com. Like I said, they got AI tools for anything relating to marketing, to content creation, to customer service. Like they have a lot of different things going on with that. And again, just picture this project as, if you're in like the AI automation space, it's almost like with crypto, you see coins everywhere. In the AI space, you're very familiar with a ton of different AI tools and what they can do. But with Ank AI, it's like they're almost like an AI automation software that also has a token attached to it, in which the token actually gives you access and rewards and all this stuff related to the project, and they also have a business model. So that's what really attracted me to this project. Tokenomics are pretty good. They're okay. They do have a buy and sell tax. Well, like I said, I just think it's like very undervalued. It is at 18 million in market cap. I easily can see this still running pretty heavily. But looking at the chart, keep in mind, guys, this is, we could see some more downside with the chart in the short term. Again, the market sentiment is terrible right now for AI, for utility coins in general. So we could see some more downside. I would not be surprised if this continues to just fall, kind of bounces, chills out before AI takes off again, and then this moves into a new level, into a new high. So keep this in mind. I want to give you guys the best advice that I can. Oh, it's the wrong tool. As of right now, in the short term, this coin is kind of holding this level here, which is a good thing. I think it looks pretty good, chart-wise, but at the same time, like I said, I would not be surprised to see this momentum flip, and this does come back down. This could come all the way back down to 7 cents in the short term, before it kind of finds another bottom and bounces. So again, keep this in mind. But I really do love LNQ. I think this is a very cool project. And this one is a lot more high risk, very high risk project. So keep that in mind. I want to just put this on everyone's radar because, again, when the sentiment's low, usually is a good time to accumulate. But for this one specifically, just keep it on your radar, keep it on your watch list. Come back to it, as time goes on. Maybe you DCA, and then if it goes down another 30, 40%, DCA again, as time goes on. Because again, the long-term outlook for anything and everything crypto related right now is like this, guys. And I kind of been preaching this long term. Is when we're looking at prices now for a lot of coins, this is what the chart's gonna look like. Once full euphoria is back, once Bitcoin is at new highs, once we are way deeper into this bull run, when we're gonna be stressing about buying this pixel versus this pixel. When at the end of the day, this chart's gonna look like this, and pumping and boom. But again, I'm not trying to say this is gonna go to $3, this bull run. I don't know. It's just the general idea of the chart. I think this is just gonna have a great run, and prices now are not gonna have as much effect as they will in 6 months, in 1 year from now, right? So that is how I play this game in crypto, right? I'm very much so not a short-term trader for alts. I'd like to find altcoins that have great long-term potential, because I know many people, if you're looking at certain coins and stuff, you want gains, right away. You want to see coins just do 300% moves overnight, but I'm really here to just preach. I think long term is your best bet in this market. You should have 80 to 90% of your portfolio in great coins that you firmly believe in. And when I say believe in, as in you believe that they will be a lot higher priced if you hold it now in like 6 months to a year from now. Technically you can call it like a swing trade, but whether it be a few month trade to a year and a half swing trade, that's how I play crypto. 99% of the time I'm looking for long-term holds, But again, it's just the market sentiment has been bad. Many coins that I've talked about, they are kind of down, which, including myself, I am down on some coins, but, like it is what it is. I have way more belief in this market long term than, worrying about a 30, 40% dip on certain coins. Some of them 70, 80%, So at this point, I'm just trying to accumulate the tokens versus the USD value. Because at some point, I know everything will go higher. I firmly believe that. But again, this market's very speculative, very sketchy at times. But again, I play the long-term game. I have the long-term outlook in this market. So keep that in mind with everything, all right? These are just some of the good AI projects that I do really like in the market. Like I said, even this one's just been up for a while. Initially called it right here. I think it's at 3 million, something like that. But outside of that, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks again.